Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to NASholes, the podcast where two assholes like to think they know a thing or two about NASCAR, talk about NASCAR. I'm Benny B, joined alongside my very good friend, Drew the Man Scarvan. It has been far too long since we have recorded an episode. We apologize for that. Things came up. It's all right. You'll get over it. We already are. But
yeah, totally over it.
We have to talk about this Championship 4 weekend that happened, I guess, 2 weeks ago already. So, yeah, it's pretty bad. We try not to do this. We try not to do this, but it happens. But before we get into it, let's talk about our good old friends at Hoist. Hoist.
Oh, dude, I love Hoist.
Who doesn't? I mean, if you guys haven't tried Hoist is IV level hydration. And I'm gonna pull it up here because it's been too long.
Oh, you didn't already have it pulled up?
Well, I did. I had the tab. But 3 times the electrolytes of traditional sports drinks, half the sugar of traditional sports drinks, no high fructose corn syrup, no artificial preservatives, sweeteners, or dyes, BPA free, kosher, hell yeah juice, and it's made in the USA. And so I don't know what else you could love more about it. I mean, there's 7 delicious flavors. My favorite is the 5-star punch. I don't know about you,
Classic.
but I like that one.
That one's my fave too.
Yes.
Freaking.
I think a lot of people really like that one.
The bottle, and the flavor, everything about it's just great.
Yeah. And even better, Drew, they're backed by science. And what do we always say about the science?
We blindly trust it.
Blindly trust it.
Just like the sheep we are.
And what's cool is about Hoist, they're very big supporters of military because they basically make this stuff for the military. It hydrates you longer than water. It's more reliable. It basically replenishes your body immediately. And if you are a military member, and Veterans Day was just here, so we want to thank our veterans. Thank you for your service to this country so that we're able to make this dumb podcast that we do every week. But if you're a veteran or a first responder, you get 10% off your order if you go to drinkhoist.com. If you don't know where to find Hoist, go to drinkhoist.com. You'll find it there as well. You can search up your zip code and it'll tell you where you're going to get it. So yeah, shout out freaking veterans and shout out Hoist. And happy birthday, Marines. It's the 250th birthday for the Marine Corps. It was on Monday. So
shout out.
You Marines need to get hydrated when you're going to these Marine Corps balls after you're drinking it up. You need to get some Hoist.
Is it true that you only bottle feed your children Hoist?
I can't confirm or deny due to legal reasons, but yeah, we're going to keep it at that at this time.
Your liver's very, very hydrated. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, I mean, the piss diapers are just, let's just say they're heavier than normal.
The idea of him running around with like one of those Hoist bottles, but it's got like one of those nipples on top. Yeah, dude, just mowing down, just getting his grub on with it.
But anyhow, so Drew.
What? Yeah.
Disclaimer.
God.
Do it. Man, this really has been too long.
So Hoist doesn't actually sponsor us. We just love their product and we shamelessly plug it. And we will till the end of time. Or until someone actually sponsors us. Until then, shamelessly plugging Hoist.
We love you.
We love you so much, Hoist. Please send us more stuff.
Please. Like this cool shirt that I got, and on the back it says unapologetic hydration, and I love it.
That's right. Unapologetic wet on the inside.
So Championship 4 weekend, Drew, it came and it went, and we're now talking about it. And I don't know, let's dive into it. Let's maybe just start with truck real quick. So Corey Heim, he wins it, and we all knew he was going to win it because, I mean, who else? The guy was just the most dominant guy, and like I just couldn't see anybody else winning it.
Yeah, the guy won 12 freaking races in a season. That's nuts.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I don't know what to say about truck, really. I really don't.
I know. I mean, the guy that was most deserving of it won it. And, I felt good for the guy. And it's kind of sad that, we don't really know what's going on with him next year. In my opinion, it's kind of a potential waste of talent, But, I guess that's what it is. I
will say, I think, I don't know how you can't bring that guy to another level and just, ride out his talent.
Well, so ideally, if you drive for Toyota, you kind of, Joe Gibbs was kind of like the mothership for Toyota.
Yeah, like the spearhead.
So usually, if you're in truck and you race for Toyota, the next step is usually Joe Gibbs Racing. But Corey Heim and Ty Gibbs had a nasty, nasty feud back in ARCA, so there's a lot of bad blood there. And
so he basically don't. So Grandpa Gibbs don't want him around.
Yeah,
his grandson.
I genuinely think it's such a waste, but
so petty.
I think I heard he was going to be racing part time for Sam Hunt Racing
No.
in Xfinity, which is like the only other Toyota Xfinity. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it's just kind of disappointing that he's not going to be in a full time ride in the Xfinity or Cup or even in trucks. It's kind of just wrong. What can I do about it?
Yeah. Well, then, a little different story in the Xfinity series. Zilic was amazing
Mhm.
all year. And this, y'all got to remember that I did not start watching NASCAR till 2023. So this system that we have is all I've ever known. I don't know anything else. So I never personally had a problem with how it was. But after seeing that Xfinity race and seeing Zilic not be the champion, it just put a bad taste in my mouth for what this system does. And no disrespect or discredit to Jesse Love because he raced a phenomenal race. He did what he had to do by the law of NASCAR. And so, shout out to him because, he had a hell of a race. And that race, that was a good race, man. I'll tell you what, that was a good race. But I just feel so bad for Zilic, man. To win all those races, to have all that success, and at the end, doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's kind of like I was kind of thinking like with this system, like if you're gonna get all these wins and you can't even secure a championship with it, like what good is it winning like
Yeah,
more than one or two races until the playoffs? And it's kind of
exactly.
like what the hell are we thinking? Like I already told you guys, well, everybody here that I'm kind of not a big fan of the playoffs anymore. And Xfinity, well, that was one of the coffin nails. Cup was the other one, but we'll get into that in a little bit.
Yeah.
And yeah, and, Jesse Love drove his ass off. And honestly, if RCR was going to win the championship, I was glad it was him and not that asshole Austin Hill. Which I really hope Austin Hill looks at Jesse Love with fury.
I hope so. Yeah, that guy's
Yeah,
clown this year,
Hill's
man.
never getting Hill's never going to be a champion unless every race is at a super speedway.
No, especially if, well, yeah, especially if I think if they change how the playoffs are, which from what I heard, that's very much what's going to happen. I still don't think he's good enough to do it. And this was the only system that he could bullshit his way to a championship, really.
Yeah,
And even then,
I
I
agree.
still don't think he could. He is just, and he's got a target on his back, man.
Yeah,
Nobody respects him.
disliked, and it's not even like somebody was like, "Oh, he's going to be the new Kyle Busch," and
Oh,
like
give
he's
me a
going to be
break.
the next Denny Hamlin, where everyone hates him. And it's like, dude, those guys were dominant. They weren't just assholes. They won a lot of races.
Right? They
This
were like
guy's just an
amazing.
asshole who's lucky to win a race that's not a super speedway. Like that's a gift from God.
Right. Yeah. Well, and I'm looking at this here though because I was curious. Like, if we did have a full, like, let's just hypothetically say we had a full season, right? Jesse Love would have actually been the champion anyhow. He would have beat Zilic by 6 points because, and I'm guessing because of that win.
Or possibly because Zilic missed 1 week.
Yeah.
Yep, remember he bunged up his shoulder
Mm-hmm.
in victory lane and fell off the car.
Gee.
Yeah, he had to miss a week. So
That's gonna
that's
go. That might be going in our off season episode. That might go in my top one of my top moments.
yeah, that was I don't know. Everyone was like, "It's so shocking," and it's like it's a dude falling, and it's kind of funny.
Now, when it first happened, it was scary to me because I thought he seriously hurt his head, and I thought he got knocked out, and I was like, that's not good. But when I found out, it was like, oh, like, what an idiot.
Yeah, it was just, and now he just refuses to get out of the car like that or celebrate like that. Now he pops through the latch when he wins.
Yeah, it's so funny. Everybody else, or they
Yeah.
step out of
Well,
the car nicely.
his boss Dale Jr. hates it when drivers do that because he always thinks that when they do that when you open the latch you kind of disrupt your roof, if you will. So like he said there was like some arrow thing that like would have been some that could have given you an advantage, and then if you go through the latch it would kind of just undo it. And I don't know. He just says if you go through the latch, I always got a feeling you're cheating. And then he just started doing that, and I was like, "Oh boy." He must have had a talk with his boss. He was like, "Hey, I'm going through the latch. I don't care what you think. I'm doing.
Yeah, I have to be safe. But
I'm going to Cup next year, man. Come on, dude.
let me do what I want. So
Dude, I'm an adult."
the thing that everybody's talking about now is what we're going to talk about now, and that's the Cup Series. And this one hurt me, man. I mean, like, and and Denny Hamlin had him on the ropes, man. 5 to go, dude. And stupid Byron, with his stupid car
Uh,
and his stupid tire, freaking ruined
well,
it. Well, but then there's more to stupidity to it. Because, okay, you get the caution and Hamlin's in the lead. Well, Larson and Briscoe, they decide at the end they're going to take 2 tires. Well, what does Gale decide to do? We're going to take 4. And when in all reality, one, I don't even think Hamlin needed to pit at all, if I'm being honest, because if we look at Keselowski and Blaney, they didn't pit and they were fine. They stayed up there. It didn't have no effect. But like to take 4 tires when everyone took 2, and I understand you probably I don't do they know? Like do they know that the other team's taking 2? I mean maybe they don't.
probably.
Okay, well,
Well,
even if they
I
didn't, I just don't think
at
that's the
least
logical
then they.
choice.
I mean, I understand the thought behind it, but we only had 2 laps to go.
Right, what was that
And
going to do for you? It's do or die, man.
yeah, like you knew it was going to go into overtime, and it's like all you got to do is go out there and lead 2 laps, which you could have easily done. But getting the 4 tires slowed him down, and on pit road, dropped him back far enough for Larson to kind of just drive his way to that championship.
Yeah. I was piss poor, man. I just didn't understand it. And
I'm not gonna lie, if Denny Hamlin has a different crew chief next year, I'm not gonna be shocked. I would fire his ass over that too.
I mean,
Just be like, we had
honestly, it's a fireable offense. Now, Gale had been good all year. I mean, he had helped Hamlin win a lot of races. Let's be honest, and keep him in races too, for that matter.
it. Yeah.
I mean, would you lose a championship like that? I mean, it's like because if he takes 2, he stays ahead of those guys, and I'm convinced he wins. Now,
Oh no, he would have definitely at least won the
it's
championship.
really crappy that we always talk about we want
They gave
tire wear, right? But Goodyear came out with probably the worst tire possible for this race. I mean, this thing just could not last. Like there was so many blown tires in that race, man. It was insane. It just kept happening.
Yeah, I mean, it was not a good. Honestly, it wasn't a good day at all.
It just wasn't.
I mean, unless you're Kyle Larson and Ryan Blaney, but besides that, I mean, I don't know. I'm very glad the format's changing though,
It
because
has to. I mean, you just can't.
because Kyle Larson has had probably one of his worst years in his career. He started off on fire, but after Indy, he just kept tripping over his dick, and he tripped on his dick all the way to a championship somehow.
Yeah.
And it's all
Well,
because Chris Gale fucking gave it up.
yeah.
It's
Well, and
ridiculous.
you
Don't
do
get me
say that
wrong.
though, Drew. But I mean, technically, I'm looking at it, and again, this is the same situation as what do you call it, with Xfinity. Larson technically full season, he would have won it. He would have won it. He would have beat Hamlin by 3 points. So
Damn, I thought Byron would.
I mean,
I thought
well,
Byron
22
would
top
have
tens and 15 top fives. I mean that'll about do it. I mean, Hamlin had 18 top tens, 14 top fives, and 6 wins to Kyle Larson's 3 wins.
Yeah.
I mean, they're technically even, really, almost. I mean, the wins kind of balance out with like make up for the lack of top tens that Hamlin has. Yeah, I don't know. 5 to go, man, and I just couldn't believe it because I was like, oh my god, I'm like, let's go, come on, let's finish this race. I was cheering for Denny, man, and I felt after if you read the comments after the race, there were people that hate Hamlin. They were like, they're like, I'm the biggest Hamlin hater, but this one genuinely hurt, and he deserved that, and I'm really upset that he didn't get it. I'm like, wow, man, even the haters are like, this is upsetting.
That's crazy when the people that hate you are like giving you support. Like,
Yeah.
and I mean, it would have been hilarious if you won a championship in NASCAR while also taking them to court. Yeah, I mean, it
Well,
would have
and
been
you know
great.
what, dude? I hated how the broadcast had to bring that up. They're like, I think it was Lee Diffie. He was like a man that is actively in a lawsuit with NASCAR is may win a championship. And I'm like, dude, why are we doing this?
Well, I mean, they're trying to drum up drama,
I
keep the
know,
race
I
interesting.
know. But overall in the race, though, I mean, I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good, honestly. Outside the tire thing, I enjoyed Phoenix for once, really.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not with you there. I've made it very known. I'm not a big
I
fan of
know.
the
Oh,
track.
I know that. I thought it was a little bit
Well,
better than
let
other
me take that
years.
back.
It seems like there was
Let me.
more passing.
Well, I was gonna say, let me take that back. I don't despise the track itself. I just don't like the championship being there.
Right.
Because like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
races aren't. I guess the races really aren't bad, but they're not phenomenal either. They're passable. Xfinity and trucks, on the other hand, they can drive their ass off at Phoenix. But Cup at Phoenix now, like especially with the new car, it's just not. It's just not good.
No. No.
It was. I will say though, it was nice not having Roger Penske win a fourth consecutive championship. Though it was. It was nice that someone else got it.
Yeah. I'll give you that.
Yeah, because I mean, 3 years in a row. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I was still like when Logano won his second one, I was like, yo, that's what's up. He came clutch when he needed to, I guess. Back when I actually like thought the playoff system was like the system to have. And I was pumped when
You
Blaney
see.
won too, because the system worked out like a good like a guy that was probably deserving of that championship got the championship.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. I mean, Kyle Larson hadn't won a race since spring, and he hasn't won since, but he wins the championship somehow. And it's just, I don't know. I don't know. It just doesn't sit right.
Yeah.
You know?
Again, like I've always
Like,
said, is the wins need to be weighted more so that throughout, and obviously we need to do away with this winning you're in crap. But wins just need to be weighted more on a point scale, and then like race it out. Like I don't even mind the 10 race chase or whatever.
no, honestly, I think that'd probably be. It's a step in the right direction. I think.
I mean, it's better than what we have, so I mean, I can't really complain.
Well, well, Mark Martin's really turned me over to the side of consistency is king. So the most consistent guy at the end of the year should be the champion.
Yeah.
And like it just at first I'm not gonna lie, I fought it and I was like, shut up, old man, like what the hell are you
This is new
And
age
then when I
NASCAR.
it planted the seed and then everything over the last few months with the playoffs and whatnot, it slowly started changing me and then I got to the point where I was like, no, Mark's right. If even even if the guy technically wins the championship 2 weeks before the championship race, like we should still celebrate that the guy was dominant. And I've heard several drivers say that same exact thing. Like we should celebrate someone for being dominant. Like we shouldn't just roll our eyes at it. Because they're winning often. And I think they're right.
Yeah, we should celebrate it. Absolutely. And it's just one of those things where that's kind of where I was. I'm like, well, I don't want to see that. But like now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, does it really matter? Like, I'm still gonna watch the last 2 races. Like, let's say we got a championship where there's a champion crowned with 2 races to go. I'm still gonna watch the freaking last 2 races. It's not like, it'll still be fun.
And
as long as it's not like 10 races before, which probably doesn't happen.
Well, I think that'd be impossible to have that.
That probably would be impossible.
Close the gap.
What do you think? Max of 4 races to go, maybe? Not even.
Maybe.
It's probably 2 or 3. It's probably 3 max.
But I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to sound like a broken record though, but Mark Martin's right. Like consistency is king. We should really crown the guy that's most consistent. And hell, if Kyle Larson statistically was more consistent than Denny Hamlin, then yeah, by all means, he deserves a championship.
Yeah.
If he hasn't, But
and one thing that I do want to point out too is I said the NASCAR can't keep doing this, and the numbers don't lie, man. I mean, they're losing viewership every single year, man. Let me look at this for a second. So, I mean, I'm looking at the auto racing average television viewers, and the top 10 are Cup races, but they're all the big races, the tracks that everybody likes to watch. But then you look at like the playoff races. Like I'm just trying to see, like, is there any? I mean, the playoff races aren't even really in there. Well, no, they are. But regardless, what I was saying is like you'll always see like last year this was the viewership, and this year it's here now, and it's just like NASCAR's finally seeing that they can't keep doing this or they're going to keep losing viewership, man. Like, people don't care to watch it.
Yeah, well, and it's the other thing, too, I guess, I mean, don't get me wrong, I am with you that people are losing interest because of the playoff format, which, when it's executed right, it does make for an exciting format, but you can't, depend on it magically creating excitement every year,
Yeah.
Like,
yep.
I don't know, man. But The problem is though too, TV is a dying platform, and it's getting way more expensive these days. And I also don't know too if the site you're using is going strictly off like the Nielsen viewership
No, I
ratings,
was just looking at.
or
I don't know. It's just a list. It was posted by NASCAR man.
well, I mean the yeah, I mean TV is just getting way too expensive. A lot of people are getting rid of it. They're going to streaming. I mean that's how I do my TV. I'm not going to pay $155 cable bill every month
Well,
just to watch that.
and
Yeah,
now the thing
I mean,
is you got these older generation, and they've complained about having to switch back and forth. It's like they just want it on one thing, and like I don't even think the older generation minds if it's streaming necessarily. It's just that like, oh, this game is streamed, but this one's on TV. And it's like
we
they
need
never
to have
know.
yeah, I mean, we can't have NASCAR throughout a season be on five different channels. I mean, we got to whittle that down to three. You know, I
I
mean,
would love if
you got
it was
maybe four. I could do four because that'd still give Fox, NBC, Prime, and TNT their like none of this like going to FS1 for a cup race or going to the USA Network for a cup race or like going to True
right.
TV to watch practice and qualifying. I mean, like it's all
Right, like why? I
yeah.
guess
It's like
money talks, I guess, and I guess, maybe True TV are like, well, we'll pay this much, but to have practice and qualifying, so people come to our platform, and it's like, I get that, but like, this is getting out of hand, man. And now we have right now, I don't know if you know about this, but Disney is in a dispute with YouTube TV because Disney wants they want to charge YouTube TV more to have their like ESPN, and that's a lot of people.
yeah,
That's why they get YouTube TV is because they got all the football games on there and stuff. ESPN,
yeah,
and like if these companies are just getting greedy, man. And YouTube TV's honestly surprisingly they stood up to them like, no, like we already bumped up our price per month to our customers. We can't do it again if you guys are going to be charging us this much to have your stuff on it. So screw you guys. Your stuff's just not going to be on there. And it's not hurting Disney really because Disney's what they're going to end up doing is just putting it on Hulu or Netflix or something like that. And that's
well,
what this is going to come down to, though,
yeah,
Drew. All these freaking races on any or a particular sport, it's going to end up just being on a streaming service. And
inevitably, yeah,
if you want to watch this one, well, you got to have this freaking, streaming platform. You got to pay for it.
yeah.
And I just think it's getting out of hand, man. I would love if Prime just took over, dude, and was just
Oh my
the
god.
main because the production was just so good this season. And I just,
Like, and it doesn't even need to be the same team too. You can have like teams that work every other week too. So like you can have one broadcast team here, and that way it gives the other broadcast team like a week off to prep and then go to the next race. Because I can imagine going to 36 races for broadcasting if you're not a driver or like tied to a team in any way would probably be pretty exhausting. And a lot of those guys have families too, and they don't want to be away from them for extended periods of time like that.
yeah,
But
yeah,
I mean, yeah, inevitably though, everything's going to go to streaming because it's
it's the way of life.
well, we 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 talked about this when the boomers were losing their shit over Prime's coverage to begin with, and they were like, why should I have to fork over more money to pay for NASCAR? It's like, oh, you mean you don't want to pay arguably the cheaper option than cable to watch NASCAR? You don't want to pay $9.99 a month, versus having to pay like over $150 a month on cable. I mean, like,
Yeah, like come on.
it's like you get yeah, and it's like the internet's just a way better platform than television because it's like you can just get stuff at the drop of a hat on here.
Exactly.
And it's just I don't know, I don't, it's just the times are changing, thankfully, but it's not changing fast enough, in my opinion. I mean, like NASCAR. I mean, we're stuck with this deal till like late.
2020,
I feel like it went to the early 30s.
really?
I mean,
I don't know.
yeah,
For some reason, I have
it's gonna be
2027 or 2028 in my mind.
I don't know. Well, we're gonna have this for a good few years, so, and
Well, yeah, we can
it's just gonna.
definitely get more into this in the off season for sure, and we'll look more into that.
And I guess too. I mean, like, there is more than one way to ingest racing, though. I mean, like, MRN's coverage, you can get that for free on the NASCAR app.
Yeah,
So I guess, yeah, I don't know.
I
Anyway,
I was very impressed with Chase Briscoe, and
yeah, he went above and beyond what I thought he was going to do in the playoffs.
And like, dude, for the amount of times that he had a blown tire, I think twice, and just was able to get back to the front of the field, it was so impressive. I mean, it really was. And he finished third in this race. I think in the race, no, he finished third in the standings.
Yeah,
Where did he
yeah. I
finish?
was going to say, if he finished third, he would have won the Cup championship,
Well,
which I would have been cool with that. And that would have been the like heartwarming win. You know,
well, he finished
if it wasn't
18th.
that.
Yeah, that would have been amazing, man. Dude, I'll be honest. Throughout the whole race, I just never really knew like who was going to be the champion. I'm like, and that was what was cool about it is that like it literally could have been anyone. Briscoe ultimately finished 18th. I was reading the standings, but now I got the results. He finished 18th. Well, I guess we'll go over the top 10. So Blaney wins it. No surprise, of course. If he had just done a little bit better, in the round before, he'd have been in there,
Yeah,
and we'd be crowning him champion again. But he finishes first, Keselowski second, Kyle Larson third, which ultimately wins in the championship. Joey Logano fourth, Kyle Busch fifth, Denny Hamlin sixth, Josh Berry seventh, Michael McDowell eighth, Ryan Preece ninth, and Chase Elliott in 10th. So that is your top 10. And Denny Hamlin had the best lap at 27.57 seconds.
yeah. Walking back to what you said, I don't know. I didn't feel the same way when I was watching the race. Like in my gut, I was like, "This is gonna be Denny Hamlin's day," and
Well,
like
I
all
did
day
certainly
long.
feel that the whole time, but there was times where I'm like, oh, I don't know, man. Like Briscoe's looking pretty good. I'm like, oh, now Larson's freaking getting up there. I'm like, gosh.
I was pretty convinced that he was gonna get it, and he was really freaking close, about 5 laps away from it.
And
Yeah,
I'm starting to think my theory about William Byron is true, man. You know, every time that he leads a bunch of laps, he ends up not winning the race.
bad luck, Byron.
Yeah,
Bad luck.
that was man. But him and Byron and Hamlin going at it at the end, like for Hamlin to jockey himself up to first. I mean, that was good racing, and
Yeah, that was
that was
racing
fun,
right
dude.
there.
I was like, oh my gosh, I'm
Yeah,
like, come on, go! Like it was great. But yeah, I mean, that top 10 there, I guess. Kyle Busch with a top 5, of course. Of course, you finally get one at the end.
yeah,
You friggin' jag off.
yeah.
Let me see where. Let me just see. I'm gonna click on his name. How many? Where did he finish? Jeez, he must have finished pretty low here. Kyle Busch. He finished 21st in the standings. Can I click on
Yikes.
his name? There we go. That was his third top 5 because he had 3 top 5s. So yeah, pretty bad.
I mean, shout out to him. And I hope RCR can freaking turn their cup program around next year. You know, because outside of Dylan's dominant win at Richmond, they really just haven't. The only time we ever talk about him is when they're wrecking.
Yeah, and I hope the change at crew chief will really help him.
Oh yeah, I think it'll pump some new blood into that team, and hopefully it'll gel good. Like I don't, don't get me wrong. I don't think they're gonna be like Hamlin and Gale and just pop off all these wins and whatnot. But I think maybe like a new crew chief would probably help like the team perform better,
Yeah,
or maybe it'll do worse. I don't know. I'm hopeful that Kyle Busch can, even if he doesn't get a win next year, he just finish better or just finish in general
right.
because
Because it's really has gotten sad to see.
yeah, I mean, it sucks. Dude, it's Kyle fucking Busch. Like 5 years ago, if you would have told anybody that this was going to be him, like they would have laughed at you.
Like, oh,
Like
dude,
it's
he's a
insane.
pretty mess. Like, he's gonna be freaking awesome every year.
And I still can't believe Joe Gibbs like just didn't re-sign him and just put Ty Gibbs
And, I
on his.
almost think that if that never happened, I don't think we'd be talking about him like this. I
Well,
really
and
don't.
the the thing that really kind of irks me about that entire situation was they had. Oh man, I can't think of the I can't think of it now, but they were a pretty big F1 sponsor, and they were gonna like sponsor the 18 for the 23 season. But then they pulled out at the last second, and Joe Gibbs, I guess, was just like, okay, and he just didn't bother finding them sponsors. And I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, for to take the guy that's won 2 of your 4 championships, no, five championships, I think. Man, Tony, Stewart, Bush, yeah, yeah, one of like almost like half of your championships, like that's nuts,
yeah.
and I still don't understand it.
I do wonder sometimes though if RCR just isn't giving him the car, man, because it just seemed like a lot of times you hear him on the radio like, "Oh, this thing isn't freaking, it doesn't feel right, man," and like it just seemed like we had a lot of that, and I don't know, maybe the whole like operation is just not giving him what he needs, man.
Well, I talked about this on an episode or two ago, but I really think they should just go down to a one car team. Just move Bush over to the three once Dylan steps down, and then just focus solely on that one car, and then rebuild from there. You know,
It's not a bad idea.
that's what. Yeah, I
I
mean,
just don't think Richard's gonna want to do it, man.
well, I know his thing is like he doesn't want to let go of all those workers of his because that is a big. I mean,
It's a big company.
that's going to be a sizable chunk of people that would be unemployed if if he did that. So
And
I
he's a great
understand him
man for
not.
that. He's a great man for that. Don't get me wrong.
Most guys would just be like, hell yeah, more money in my pocket. But as much grief as I've given Richard Childress over the years, like he seems to genuinely care about the people he employs.
Yeah.
Stewart seems, for all we know, he's just a total asshole behind closed doors. He's like
Yeah,
the
for all we
tyrant
know.
boss. Yeah, for all we know. You don't look me in the fucking eye. Like,
Say it with your chest.
yeah, Richard. Yes, Richard. Yes, Richard.
Yeah, but this
But
this this race though, Drew, I mean, going back to Hamlin, this broke him, man. And you could just tell. And it was so sickening to see how hurt he was, especially with the whole thing about his dad and like he's on terminal illness and this was the last time he was going to get a chance and I wanted it for him so bad, man. And you see the comments he makes. I'm seeing here I got something bookmarked. Hamlin said he will not commit to racing next season today. So this was at the time of the award show that they had. He needs more time to think about it, and I don't know. And then I saw some things about. Did I bookmark this? I thought I book. Well, he had talked to Carl Edwards, because Carl Edwards kind of just, from what I understand, kind of just quit.
well, do you know the whole story behind that?
I don't think so. I never looked into it.
So the reason why he stepped away from NASCAR, well, a portion of it. I don't know how big of a portion of it, but he was in pretty much the same situation as Hamlin. He was leading the race with like a handful of laps to go, and maybe he had some more laps than Hamlin did. But then a caution comes out, and then he doesn't get screwed by a bad pit stop call, but he got wrecked, and it. Oh, man, I think that pretty much gave Martin Truex Jr. Like the opening to win his championship.
Mm.
And or wait, no. This was in 2016, so it was Jimmy Johnson. Yeah, Jimmy Johnson got his seventh off that. Which, I mean, in one hand, it's like, oh, historic, because now he's officially one of the greats, even though his stats on NASCAR 25 don't show it, which is wonky. They have him at like a 50 something overall like skill rating, but then they show him as a 7-time champion. It's like, what the hell?
And by the way, I
Like,
want to
he
quickly
really,
note
really
about Jimmy
didn't.
Johnson, though. Did you know he's going to be racing at San Diego next year?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Well, I mean,
thought I'd throw that
he's
in
still
there.
making a handful of starts, but yeah. But yeah, no. So that's why he probably talked with Edwards because Edwards had that massive like heartbreak, and he ended up stepping away from it. But then it also kind of came out too that kind of like once he was settled with the championship, he was thinking about it, and concussion injuries are still a very real factor in sports, and he kind of just took his ball and went home, just to be a family man, which and I understand to a degree. I don't have a family of my own. Like I have family, but not like a wife and kids.
Yeah, yeah, right, right.
So like I can understand, just being like, he had a good career in NASCAR. I mean, he won at least one nationwide championship or Xfinity, well, O'Reilly championship, the Mick championship. I'm gonna just start calling that series the Mick series, by the way.
Why?
Damn Irish. Because
Because
it's
of it?
Irish.
Oh, okay.
O'Reilly, dude. Yeah, like a Mick. Yeah, that's what you call the Irish.
The mix
Micks.
series. That's gonna be
Yeah, dude,
fun.
it's the Mick.
Next year's gonna be fun.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm gonna love talking about the Mick series next year. It's gonna be great.
Everyone's like, "What is he talking about?" Like somebody's listening the first time. It's called the O'Reilly. So it's like, no, don't you get it?
Yeah, there's a clover on the logo. Idiot.
Yeah, I don't know. So I guess maybe I guess he's asking him about it. Like, hey, like how, like why'd you do it, or whatever. He's just trying to get a gauge, maybe, and like how did you feel after it, or like do you regret it? Like,
Yeah, and
and Hamlin's got a family of his own too. Like he just had a kid. Like,
Yeah, you had his first boy not too long ago.
So I'd understand it,
But you know,
but it would suck to
I
see.
think it. Well, you know, like I would not like to see Hamlin walk away from NASCAR like
No,
this.
I would hate it.
Well, Dave would love it. He would be so happy.
Oh my
But I
god.
mean, I think Hamlin has so much left on the table to offer this series, you know, and him walking away at arguably the height of his career would, I think it would just be dumb. I really do.
I think if he just stays one more year, man, I think he can do it next year too, because I think it's going to be more in his favor. It's going to be if he keeps racing like he did this year. I think next year's more in his favor.
Oh yeah, and yeah, you know, it's just you got to take the L and you got to push forward.
That's it.
And it's a tough pill to swallow, but you got to do it.
And
So,
I understand,
I
like it was a prisoner of the moment type of thing because
yeah,
you're like, damn, I'm never gonna freaking win. Like, you
I'm
know,
done with that.
like I think I listened to Kevin Harvick talk about like towards his end, like the last couple years, like you just finish the season, you're like, I don't know if I want to keep doing this anymore. Like pretty much like he said after any kind of loss, let's say you come in second, like you're kind of thinking this, you're like, man, am I ever gonna win? Like it's just a natural thing to think.
It's very real.
And so like he could be doing better now for all I know. Like right now he's sitting there like, yeah, dude, I'm ready to go. Like next season, 2026, like we're gonna go win the champ. He'd have a totally different mindset. So we don't know where he's at. He didn't come out with a podcast episode yet, I don't think. And I usually listen to his podcast.
I thought I saw something.
Did you? I don't think I saw anything, but because I got notifications on for him because I always like listening to him because and I've become
Oh, yeah, yep, yeah. He hasn't posted
yeah,
anything.
Denny has grown on me, man, because of the podcast and just like seeing how he has helped NASCAR and like he has a big voice in NASCAR and like
No,
he
yeah,
tries to help the fans like because he's like the voice of the voiceless really like because NASCAR's not listening to the fans obviously, but he's like, hey, listen, like this is what we need.
yeah. He doesn't bullshit stuff either. You know, like he speaks his mind.
Man, he keeps it
You
real,
know,
man.
because he doesn't give a shit if it pisses you off or not. You know, so but yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. So I mean, I just can't. I don't think he'll do it, man. I don't think he will, man.
yeah. I can't see him stepping away. Not like this. I mean, like with Edwards too. You could probably make the argument that if he would have stayed, he probably could have won a championship. But Edwards was just in a different place in life. You know,
Yeah.
than Hamlin is. And you know, we don't know what's going on behind closed doors with Hamlin too. So I mean, there might be a whole lot of stuff going on behind
All
closed
right,
doors.
there's a whole lot we don't know,
Yeah, you know.
and we are
So
not supposed to know.
yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I don't want to know everything about him, but the yeah, the idea of him stepping away, it's just I think it would be a dumb call because you're leaving a lot on the table, and you're gonna just look back and wonder what if, you know, and you know you shouldn't do that with a career like that. You know, you just can't give it away, and especially when you're showing you can be very dominant
Yeah.
into your early 40s. You know,
Mm-hmm. But I guess since we're on the topic of retirement, Matt Crafton is going to be
finally.
stepping away,
Oh
but he intends to make some one-off starts down the road. So he isn't calling stepping out of the 88 truck a retirement, but I don't know if you saw his comments after the Phoenix race. He said, "You can put a monkey in them and they can drive them. It's pathetic."
I mean, it's not to a degree. He's not wrong.
And
I
he
mean,
was fired up in this interview, man. I'll have to share it with you. I'll repost it. So y'all need to follow us on X at NASholes Pod. And I should have said this at the beginning of the show and on TikTok at NASholes.podcast. Next season we're gonna try to get better at the social media. Also in our off season episode, which I don't know when it'll be, but make sure you have the notification bell on for YouTube or Spotify, whatever one you are, but make sure you are subscribed to that YouTube channel and following the Spotify. We got a big announcement in the next one, and it's gonna be
oh
great.
yeah,
Oh, we're not gonna say anything
yes,
now, though.
no, no. We're gonna surprise y'all. You're
But
gonna shit your pants collectively.
you guys are gonna love it. Oh, maybe you don't. I don't know. I don't care.
You might even cream in your jeans.
Yes, year of the
Lord
cream
knows I,
jeans. 2026 is year of the cream jeans for the NAS.
dude, dude. That's the Chinese beard. It's the year of the cream jeans. And the next year will be the year of the lotus, and
Ah, crap.
next year's the year of the cream jeans, dude.
Yeah, overall, Drew, 2025 season. There was some good times. I don't know really how I
I mean,
felt about
yeah,
this season. Really, I don't know how to summarize it. Really.
it's a fully loaded season. You got the parts of it that make you roll your eyes. You got the parts of it that piss you off. You got the parts of it that like make you want to cry. I mean, we did get everything this year. Sadly, no fights
Yeah,
that I can
sadly,
think of.
I feel like we get one, at least one every year.
We get one fight
At
in one
least.
of the divisions. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been really bad with Xfinity and Truck this year, like keeping an eye on it.
Yeah,
You know,
here and
like I'll
there I
watch the
would watch it.
replays. Yeah. Well, I mean, look, the problem with the CW is like yeah, I just, like I can access it when I need to like get on to like when I have like Hulu TV or YouTube TV, I can watch it then. But after that, I kind of have to just like I have to use like websites to watch it.
Yeah, it
And
sucks.
those sites aren't really reliable
Not
anymore.
always.
So
No.
yeah, so it would be tight if we could just have NASCAR just have its own streaming platform. Actually, why don't they do that? They should have
That's a
done that.
great
They,
idea. They
they
just, like, and even if you got to pay some,
or if you partner specifically with like Amazon, because Amazon has a way bigger like outreach, I guess, versus TV.
right, and
Like
they have more capability than that.
yeah, because like you could be in Australia and you'd know where to watch NASCAR, but because it'd be on Prime. But you know, if it's going to be on like one of those channel 473s, you know,
Well, yeah,
like
and what
like
if,
not a lot
like, think
are
about
going
this,
to
dude.
really
Think about how many people
get
have
into it.
Amazon Prime, man. Like,
Oh yeah,
I'm pretty sure, like, everybody has it.
it was enough people for Bezos to start launching the rich into the upper atmosphere.
Exactly. And dude, think about this. Imagine if they just did a thing like go to NASCAR, like basically like I don't know, NASCAR app or something like that, and like sign in with your Amazon account, and like literally every race will be on there. And
That yeah,
it
that,
doesn't matter if it's on Fox or NBC or whatever. Doesn't matter. I think that's a great
yeah.
idea, dude.
I know, like I think the only thing holding it up is really just sponsors because
Well, yeah, it's the money. Yeah.
yeah, the
It's like,
money
no, we
from the
don't want to do
sponsors.
that.
Yeah, well, it's not that, but like their biggest thing is like they want to be guaranteed that people will be able to like see their name on a car every week,
Yeah.
And I guess with TV for the last forever, that was the best way. In the last 15 years, though, with streaming and everything being, going the way that it has, I said it earlier, TV's dying. I do think we will have someday a full NASCAR season on like a site like Prime or maybe their own site. Like they could do like the WWE did back in like 2013
The network.
and make their own like streaming network. Shout out to the network. Shout out Daniel Bryan winning the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania 30. That was tight. I watched that on the network.
Oh, dude.
R.I.P. to the network. Oh yeah, dude, I was such a big Daniel Bryan fan in high school. That
Oh, dude, I
was my
remember
guy.
watching it and I love that dude. I'm like, dude, like I'm a
Dude,
fan of this guy.
I still do the yes chant. I still do the yes chant, and like if I win a race, yeah, like if I win a race on NASCAR now that I have the difficulty up, I'm literally like yes, 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 yes. And then I go, I'm almost 30. This is pathetic. And then I cry.
Yeah, dude.
But big up to Brian. Shout out to him coming out of retirement too. By the way, that was tight.
Oh, let's go,
So
dude.
tight.
See, I haven't kept up with it, like since
Oh,
probably
sick.
my
I
freshman year, like probably
I
2016.
I Yeah, I mean, I stopped watching WWE not because I didn't like it, but it's just life happened in like
Yeah,
God 2018, 2019 ish, and then like I kind of was getting back into it in 2020, but then
I feel like it's
like
more
just life
accessible
happened.
now too, even with the fact that we
Yeah.
have all the streaming things. Like the pay-per-views are like
Well,
on
I mean,
Peacock, and like you don't have to actually pay for them anymore. Really? I
Monday
mean,
Night Raw Monday Night Raw is on Netflix now.
oh, really? I didn't know that.
You didn't know that? Oh,
No.
dude, they signed a fat deal.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess NASholes is. I guess we're talking wrestling for the rest of the episode now. Got me all hyped up.
And
Yeah. Raw is on Netflix, which means they don't have to adhere to the FCC's guidelines.
oh, that's
So that means
genius.
they can say all the big adult words like fuck, shit, bitch.
Are you serious? They do that now?
God, yeah, they do that.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
I know. I kind of keep pro wrestling stuff within an arm's reach of me. You know,
Right, you're not like too attached to it, but
yeah,
you watch it
I'm
here and
not
there.
as big. I honestly, I just find like the behind the scenes stuff very fascinating.
I just like the storylines like that end up happening. That's what I
Oh
always
my
liked
god,
about it.
if you, dude, I'm not gonna lie, you could get me hook, line, and sinker in a phenomenal storyline back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Like I used to be 110% invested in those bad boys.
Yeah, man. But
damn, I think I'm gonna go watch some wrestling after this now. Shit, I might even play my wrestling game.
oh dang boy, let's go.
Oh yeah,
um,
dude, did you see that? Man, this is the last thing on pro wrestling. Did you see John Cena won the Intercontinental Championship?
oh my gosh, are you serious?
Yeah, he's a Grand Slam champion now. He beat Dominic Mysterio. You know, Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
Very slender, mid-tier right now wrestler. I think he's better at promos, honestly.
Yeah.
But he's got it in him. He's got it in him. He's just got a lot of work to do. Anyways, yeah, he won the Intercontinental Championship and he was a Grand Slam champion. And I was like, huh, I never thought I'd actually see that. Like John Cena
History.
in the IC title, I never thought it would cross over. Same thing with the Undertaker in the Intercontinental Championship. It was like it never happened, so I kind of assumed it was going to be the same with him.
Yeah.
Shout out to Triple H letting him become a Grand Slam champion on his farewell tour. It's pretty tight. Pretty tight. Anyways, back to NASCAR.
Drew, we didn't talk about it before the show. Again, we were just trying to get this freaking episode out. Freaking sorry, guys.
Yeah, we got to wrap her up here.
But
pretty quick.
How about paint scheme, Drew? I mean, again, we didn't go over this before the show. I got mine.
Shit.
I'm going with the number 24 Exalta. I love that car. Can I flip the camera?
Even
I can't.
Denny Hamlin, it was
Here.
a tight.
There it is.
Tight.
Yep. I had to flip the camera. What do you say? You like the progressive car, don't you? Crappy pictures on this, by the way.
I wasn't really paying attention to everybody else's day.
I wasn't either.
So like I really wasn't keeping an eye on all the other cars, and it's also been a couple weeks too, so I'm not. I don't know. I will say though, next episode though, we should probably put a list together of our favorite paint schemes over the year.
Oh, dude, that would be sweet. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna do a lot of things in the off season, guys. We're gonna, and we might just have a separate episode just about paint schemes. I mean, who knows? Like, I don't know. Like, focus on one thing, maybe. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but Drew, I enjoyed the season, man. And it was fun.
Oh yeah.
Coming on NASholes, talking about it, and appreciate all you guys who listen. Please share this with anybody that may be interested, or maybe they're not. But I hope you're subscribed, and I hope you enjoyed us talking bullshitting about NASCAR.
Oh, yes, it's been rather fun. Next year we got a few awesome changes coming, so I'm pretty pumped about that. It's gonna pump some new.
We're moving up here, bro.
Yeah, we're taking another step in the right direction. We went from a strictly Spotify audio only podcast to now video. Now the next step, in person. I'm kidnapping Ben.
Sound effect.
I'm gonna be a homewrecker and kidnap Ben, and his children will grow up fatherless, just so NASholes can be in person. Besides his one episode a year. What happened to Dad? Yeah, your godfather stole him. He's refusing to give him up. It's all right.
It's okay. It's not a big deal.
I only miss him a lot. I'm crying every night. It's no big deal.
You're just like, get over it, Oliver.
He's only the love of my life, and he's just being held hostage against a guy in a wheelchair.
But yeah.
Anyways.
Drew, as always, thank you for getting me into NASCAR, and
no problem,
I appreciate you, because now I love NASCAR, and it is so much fun getting on here talking about it every week with you. And yeah, dude, I mean, we'll see you guys whenever we see you, but we will have another episode, and we hope that you join along with us.
Oh yes. Adios, amigos.